Hello, how you doing? I'm gonna read you something called song titles. I read it Saturday night at the beer gardens. It was pretty good, so I thought I'd just make a video of it. Mama tried to make me walk the line. She said time after time. I remember the year Clayton Delaney died. I said, dang me, wonder if anyone's going to San Antone. Then I'll take the Orange Blossom Special. Then I remembered the girl on the billboard. So Charlie Shoes walked the floor over you, where you met your Waterloo, or at least was going to the end of the line along with Running Bear and Little White Dove. Myself, I never picked cotton, but I picked some pearly shells. Then I grabbed my rifle, my pony, and me. Smoked a doobie outside Miller's Cave. Then we danced the Tennessee Bird Walk. Remembered the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and I saw some werewolves of London after I spent a week in a country jail. I climbed Wolverton Mountain. I wore big iron like a rock, as I was a man of constant sorrow. That then thought of old dogs and children, watermelon wine, and then this rhinestone cowboy showed up, so I smoked some wildwood weed. Before sundown, then Big Bad John showed up, so we went to the guitar town. Out by the old country church, and then long cool woman in a black dress saw I was king of the road. Then I heard about the monkey that became president for when it's springtime in Alaska. There was an old log cabin for sale that was built one piece at a time. It's because of seasons in the sun. Then 7 Spanish angels told me not to forget the coffee. And don't bring me down, for I seen the most beautiful girl, and I know it's hard to be humble. So the jogger went north to Alaska through the Smoky Mountain Range. And the right side of me. Of course, England swings at Marie Laveau from Lukenbach, Texas, back to the basics of love. And the ballad of the teenage queen. So Daydream Believer looked at the numbers, watching out for spiders and snakes at Fire Lake, and decided to keep rolling with the flow while knocking on heaven's door. Mr. Joe Bojangles put shame on the moon. Then Poncho and Lefty got involved, and John Denver said, I'm sorry, going 90 miles an hour down a dead-end street while eating green onions on the cover of the Rolling Stone. So I hired a wino to decorate her home, so baby, don't get hooked on me, 'cause I love a rainy night on the dark side. But don't worry, the lion sleeps tonight, and Billy Preston sang My Sweet Lord, so I ran against the wind right on down to Baker Street and did an ode to Billy Joe right down on the corner. As I was forever in blue jeans, and a long cool woman in a black dress said, I'm mad about you, with the suspicious minds, so we started to drift away as Miley sang Jolene. Just as the house of the rising sun came up, then she had Betty Davis eyes as we drove down Copperhead Road, and for what it's worth, song titles and friends can lean on me before we go to the other side. For we are forever young at heart during the living years. Then Black Betty joined the party. Tracy said, give me one reason. Patrick Hernandez said, we're born to be alive. Buck Owens said, chill and act naturally. Pink Floyd wished you were here. The Guess Who said, these eyes saw Susan Ray at LA International Airport. Her and Glenn Miller were in the mood, for April Wine was on the dark side of the moon. As the breakup song played, 'cause the heart's grown cold, and Johnny sang God's Gonna Cut You Down, 'cause it's more than a feeling for Don Williams and Amanda. So against all odds, Marie Laveau heard Susan Jacks sing Anna Marie on top of the Big Rock Candy Mountain, so we got a Tijuana taxi. As Tom Dooley was knocking on heaven's door, meanwhile on Electric Avenue, Rocky Burnett was tired of towing the line. So as Buddy Holly sang Rave On, he asked BTO, have you ever seen the rain? Meanwhile, the Grateful Dead's hair got a touch of gray, while Tennessee Ernie Ford lifted 16 tons. As Bonnie had a total eclipse of the heart, way out at Mulligan tired, and the doctor said, carry me, Carrie, over to Bruce's pink Cadillac. ZZ Top was waiting for a bus as Jesus left the bus stop. And just before the next teardrop falls, thankfully Amazing Grace came into play, just as Johnny sang St. to Bismarck while drinking My Baby Goodbye. So we're hitching a ride from the Sultans of Swing, Holy La Bamba. Zombies looked, but she was not there. So everybody heard about Surfing Bird. And Phil Collins said, "Give me one more night before the Surfing Bird flew south for the winter." The end.